Hey, I'm Destiny. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to my channel because my channel is about building our businesses, having multiple side hustles, and also self-care. So if those topics interest you, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. And in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down exactly how I became a hair ambassador for my old hair vendor. And as you know, if you watch my previous videos, you know my old hair vendor is KBL, aka I believe it's pronounced Kabeilu. So yeah, so I'm gonna be breaking that down, letting y'all know how exactly it happened. So go ahead and stay tuned. The first thing I did to become a brand ambassador for them was I actually built a relationship with them. So if you know my story from selling hair, you know I started selling hair back in 2015. I had a salon for 3 years. I actually went to China to visit the hair vendor. So the key component is that I built a relationship with them. I built a relationship with them by buying hair from them over the years. So year after year after year, I've been using them as my hair vendor. My customers love the hair. I was loving the hair. There have been minor kinks along the road. Like sometimes you might get lighter bundles, darker bundles. They had, like sometimes you'll get short hair, but like no hair is perfect. But overall, we loved the hair. The hair was able to color. So I was able to continue building a relationship with them. So of course, when it came time for me to go to China, one of the requirements for your visa is for them to write you a letter inviting you to the country. I contacted KBL. Hey, I'm thinking about coming over to China to visit you guys and to just see a bunch of other wholesale things in China. Like when I tell you they had my letter written that same night, like, and they sent it over quick, fast, and in a hurry. So I'm like, okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and plan my trip. So when I went over to China, I did go ahead and visit their hair factory, which at that time, so this was November of 2019, they had a showcase room. And in that showcase room, they just had like all the bundles that they offered, the different textures, the different limbs. They had the blonde, they had super long hair. They showed us where they packaged the hair. But during this time, they were actually in the process of getting the whole factory made. So we weren't able to see that part, but we did go ahead and see the showcase room, talk with them then. That's when I learned about the conditioner that they use that sometimes gives the hair a weird smell. So yeah, so just talking to them there, connecting with them in person, WhatsApp calls, shoot, and just purchasing from them. So as you know, 2019, the pandemic hit, and that's when hair prices start going up. Which actually in the States, we didn't see the hair prices go up till about, I want to say February. So rewind. Okay, so the prices didn't immediately go up, but what eventually happened was they went on their Chinese New Year, which is end of January, beginning of February. After that happened, which normally this happens, they raise their prices. But what happened this time is the prices, like they just kept going up. Like from 2020, we noticed that the factories were shut down. So there was a shortage with bundles, closures, and frontals. So of course they had to raise the prices then. Since it was the pandemic, they didn't have access to the factories where the workers would be making the frontals and closures. So there was always a shortage on them. And you would notice that the lace wasn't as good. And of course, on any lace products that they did have, the prices skyrocketed on those. So one of the things that I decided, along with a bunch of other reasons outside the price, is that I no longer want to sell hair and that I was just going to do YouTube. So fast forward to 4 months ago, I made a video just pretty much titling it Exposing My Hair Vendor. So in that video, we talked about the quality of the hair, the prices, I talked about the pros, all of the cons. And I didn't think that that video was going to take off the way that it did, but a lot of people loved that video. And what ended up happening is that a lot of people started buying the hair from the vendor. And I listed my direct contact for the person that I was working with. And of course, like a lot of hair vendors, they'll ask like, how did you hear about me? And some people would just go off and say it like, hey, I saw Destiny on YouTube and she recommended this vendor. She said the hair was good. She said she didn't like this about the hair. So of course, I would say within the first 5 days, my vendor contacted me. Hey Destiny, thank you so much for recommending us on YouTube. We would love to work with you. So then they started sending me like just all the different messages that they were receiving. So she was just constantly trying to work with me, trying to figure out like how they could send me some hair that I could review on my YouTube channel, if I could promote their hair on my Instagram. And then as the video started taking off a little bit more, other sales reps from KBL start contacting me. Hey Destiny, we came across this video on YouTube. We want to know how could we work with you. And so it's just like a bunch of different sales reps from KBL wanted me to recommend their hair to my audience and give them their direct sales rep number to, like, if that makes sense. So I'll explain the way a hair company works in China. So they have a bunch of different sales reps. So a lot of people wonder, hey Destiny, is this the page? Is this the page? Which each sales rep has their own page. So that sales rep is responsible for going out on Instagram and finding their own clientele. So it's very competitive in China when it comes to selling the hair. So picture it like you go to buy a car, how there's all the different sales reps. That's how it is in China with selling hair. So if your numbers are low when it comes to selling hair, like your job is going to be at risk. So what they want to do is make sure that they're making as much money as possible as a sales rep for the KBL company. So that's why you see a bunch of different pages, a bunch of different numbers, but really it's all the same company. But I am going to say there are some scammers out there, so beware. Make sure you're asking the right questions. Take a look at the main KBL. They do have a main Instagram page that has like 60,000 followers. So at least make sure the factory is the same. Like if you do a WhatsApp FaceTime call, see if they can show you the factory, so you can at least match it up to know that this is actually a real vendor before you send your hair money. But I'm going to drop the contact information below. And if you can't get in contact with them on the number that I have listed below, you can always go to the Instagram page that has the 60,000 followers. So once they started contacting me, we ended up working out how I can become a brand ambassador, the type of deal that I wanted, what they expected from it, what they needed to include in the video, which they really just wanted an unboxing video for my YouTube channel, which I am going to go ahead and do today. So basically what you want to do to become a brand ambassador, and I actually learned this from Rick Ross too. So Rick Ross said he went to the store and he saw a little baby on some wrap snacks. And he was like, shoot, I want some wrap snacks. So what he did was he bought all the wrap snacks in the store, took them home, lined them all up on his Instagram, and next thing you know, he had a wrap snacks deal, and now he has his own wrap snacks. So a lot of the times, like if you want to become brand ambassadors for companies, like show them already that you love their product, and then next thing you know, you can either reach out to them or they'll start reaching out to you. In my case, I was lucky enough to have them reaching out to me because I never thought I would be a brand ambassador for a Chinese hair company. Like I never would, especially KBL at that. Because KBL is one of those vendors where a lot of celebrities love their hair. They use it for their hair businesses. A lot of my friends that sell hair use the same vendor. So KBL is just one of those vendors that's been around for a long time. A lot of people love their hair. So I am excited to be a brand ambassador for them. So I am going to go ahead and open up the package, show y'all exactly what they sent me. So it comes in a package like this, and I'm going to go ahead and open it up for you. See what they put in here for me. So it's double bagged. And it comes like this. So it's pretty much in just basic wig packaging. Doesn't have any labels or anything on it. Ooh. So it does have what exactly it is on it to make sure you don't get the wrong order. But so when they contacted me, they asked me my head size, and I'm going to put the sizing cap that they sent me on there, and I picked the size medium. And this is a frontal wig. So it is so I have a 13x4, and I'm just reading it right off the sheet just to make sure I don't mess up and give y'all something wrong before I even take it out the net. So it is a 13x4 straight lace frontal, and then the bundles are 14, 16, 18, and the density is 250. So let's go ahead and take this out. It has the little fishnet on there. Ooh. Now, as you can see on the inside of the wig, it does have the clips. I'm just gonna look at the construction of the wig. It is constructed pretty good as far as the sewing, because I know sometimes I've gotten wigs and it's been like, you can tell like it's been bunched up and rushed. Then it has the sides at the bottom with an additional comb, and then a band at the bottom to make sure it fits snug, which I'm gonna see if you can adjust the band, because I know sometimes you can't, or it doesn't adjust enough. Okay, with this one it does. Now, let's see. And this is transparent lace that they gave me. Oh, which I'm going to pull this. I'm just going to pull the little tag out so I can show y'all what it looks like. Oh. Well, I'm actually going to wait to pull out the tags because I don't want to bust a hole in the lace. Yeah, so this is what it looks like. And if you see it on my skin. Oh, let me do it on this side. Then once you see it on my skin, which you can get this to blend a lot better once you get it installed. Let's take a look at the hair. Which the hair is pretty good. So I don't see too many. Well, I do see some short pieces, but that could be due to it being a 14, 16, 18, and the frontal is actually a 12-inch. Let me give it the smell test. So it doesn't have that corn chip smell. Doesn't have that at all. So in my next video, so as you can see, like this is my same KBL hair that I always wear, which this one I had it dyed jet black, so I'm probably gonna have this dyed jet black as well. But right now I'm loving it. So in my next video, I'm gonna go ahead and get this installed so I can show y'all how it fully looks. So, and thank you so much for watching this video today. And if you have any comments, questions, drop them in the comment section below. And if I forget to write the contact information, don't forget to remind me. I'm going to put the information for the exact KBL page with the 60,000 followers. So you can make sure you get your wigs for your customers. And what else? Oh, and don't forget to follow me on everything. So that's Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, everything. I am Destiny Adams. And if you would like a one-on-one consultation, head over to I am Destiny Adams, where you can pick my brain. And if you're interested in any vendor lists or ebooks, they're also on the I am Destiny Adams website. So yeah, thank you so much. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And yeah, I'll talk to y'all later, and stay tuned for the next video.